So we're out here in the garage right now, in the shop. As you can tell, it's pretty packed. We got boat stuff everywhere. Got the Boatlogix mounts right here for the console. That's what we're doing right now. Just got the boat home like 20-30 minutes ago. Got my dad here helping, so you're gonna see him a lot in the videos. He is the master of rigging boats. I will give him that. He is probably the best electrician when it comes to wiring stuff that I know. So, but first off, we're gonna mount the Boatlogix mount here, and I'm going to show you guys how we're going to do this, break it down for y'all. If you have any questions, comments, right down below. Boatlogix basically gives you a manual on how to do everything, but I wanted to show you guys how to do it. This is the very first dual mount that they made for the Bass Cat Eyra, and so I want to show you guys how we're going to rig it up. So let's get to it. You're going to see Dad here a lot in the videos, but first off, we're going to, you have to put this plate on here, which Boatlogix sends with the mounts. So you're going to drill a hole here, and we're using a pick to mark where we're going to, like, kind of like a pilot hole for our drill. So for our drill here, so just go ahead and
tap that. Go ahead and tap that one. Okay, good.
So we got that.
Okay, we already did
the other side. So as you can see, I don't know if you can see them there. They're tiny little holes. I don't know what size drill bit this is. Say, let's see. Is it a 3/16? Yeah, 3/16 drill bit. So we're gonna go ahead and start drilling. We're gonna drill the top holes first, and then we're gonna drill the bottom holes. So we're gonna do the tops first, and then we got to put 2 in the bottom here,
and then 2 on each side, 1 on each side.
Okay, and then 1 on each side. So we're gonna have a total of 6 bolts in the console here holding this this thing together. So we're gonna start drilling our holes and see what we got. This is the mounting plate. This is what we're mounting on the boat right here. So this actually you mount on the console first, and then we mount the big mount. So that mount will bolt to this one. Little tip for y'all: when you guys start drilling holes with the drill, make sure when you drill behind your console there's no wires, because if you nick a wire, short something out, some of your gauges might not work, you know, it just causes a headache. So always make sure when you do this, you reach underneath there, make sure there's no wires or anything, and then you start drilling. So we're going to start drilling now. All right, so we got our holes drilled here in the console, as you see. Yep, we got 6 holes there. So now we got our plate here. We're going to mount that here in a bit, but first off, we got to put this sealing tape around it. As you see, we got it around the front side, which is going to mount to the back side of our plate here. So we're going to put this on the back side now. So we're going to get a nice seal around the back side here, and then it's going to have a nice seal around here. Then we're going to be drilling our holes for our wires. So let's do that, and we'll continue on. So real quick, we're to the point of, let me see this real quick, where we're going to mount the bracket to the console. So we got the holes drilled. We got the tape on both sides of the mount here. So my dad's going to get underneath the console, and this comes with all the hardware, so you don't have to run out to the hardware store to get anything. They literally send it all to you with detailed instructions. So if you're one of those people that needs, you know, play-by-play on instructions, sorry, then this is the mount for you. It literally tells you everything, what to do. It comes with all the hardware. You don't have to go out to the hardware store and get anything. But so now we're going to go ahead and mount this and show you what we got. All right, so as you can see, we got the plate mounted on there. Like I said, 6 screws on there, and then sorry, the sun there is pretty bad. And then we're going to drill our hole for our wires right here, which is pretty sweet. They have like a there's like a thing here cut out with some rubber in it for your wires. It looks really clean when it's all done. But so that's what we're going to do now. Quick drill our hole here for our wires. Again, make sure there's nothing behind here when you do this, because you don't want to nick any wires or anything. And then after that, we should be ready to put the actual bracket on. So let's get to it. Alright, so try to block that sun. There's our holes for our cables to come out of. So that is a, let's see, 1.5 hole saw bit there. So that's what we used to do our 2 holes, and those are going to go Those are for our cables to come out of the little cable thing there, so it'll look good. But yep, that's what we have so far.
If you notice, Bass Cat 2 puts a solid console. This is solid fiberglass, the whole console.
Yeah, whole fiberglass console. Bass Cat is freaking, they probably make the best console in the industry when it comes to just like solidness. I mean, this thing's stout. There's no plastic on it. Everything is aluminum and hardcore, made for rough stuff. So but yeah, that's where we're at, and we'll come back when we are on to the next part. Right, so here we got the mount on there. So I'm putting Loctite on these little screws here, or bolts, no, screws, and I'm using a 5/32 Allen wrench. Putting Loctite on them. Gotta put Loctite on the stuff, make sure it stays on there. There's no need for this to come off after it's on there, so it's staying on the boat forever. So just using an Allen wrench, tightening these on there. Like I said, put Loctite on them. Once I get them snug, I'm gonna snug them all up and then tighten them down good. So, but that's where we're at. So yeah, show you the final product here in just a little bit. All right, so Dad's tightening up the last bit here. Got a mount on there. Dude, this thing is freaking solid. It's not going nowhere. All we were doing there is adjusting the tilt on our unit, on how we want our units positioned. We got it pushed as far back as we can. I think that's gonna be perfect right there. Your units, and again, you can adjust your units. You can still have them how you want them, but so if you want to make them lower, all you do is loosen these and lean the whole thing forward, and they drop them down a little bit further, closer to the wheel. But there's plenty of room under here. Bass Cat even they did it. I didn't even know they were gonna do this, but they did it. I told them I was mounting them on a dual mount, and they actually left the gauges. They moved the gauges down for me, so we are blocking no gauges at all on either side, which is pretty freaking sweet. So but yeah, this Boatlogix mount, this one's done. We're gonna run the wires right out of here. Like I said, we drilled our hole, and then we're gonna put a unit on it. And I am waiting on my other one, so I won't have two up here at the moment, but I'm gonna have one 12. I'm still waiting on two 12s, and then we're gonna do the front one probably tomorrow or maybe later. I don't know yet, but yeah, that's what we have. Like I said, solid mount, easy install. Probably took us like, what would you say, a couple hours?
Hour and a half, 2 hours.
Hour and a half, 2 hours. So pretty easy install. Like I said, all the hardware came with it. Directions right here to a T, which we've looked over. We've had these mounts now I've had the mounts for probably 3 weeks, and I've been, waiting on the boat. So I've been looking over all this stuff, but we are solid. This thing ain't going nowhere. The only way this thing's coming off is if the whole console comes off. So, and that's not gonna happen, but that's it. That's what we got. We're gonna mount the unit now, or run the wire, then mount the unit, and I'll show you the finished product. All right, so that's what we got. That's the finished product so far. Missing a unit, like I said. Got real clear vision over the unit. So steering wheel, everything is perfect. Like I said, I could still see my gauges. Yeah, it's gonna be sweet. Can't wait to get my other unit. Hopefully I'll be getting it here pretty soon. And then I got the dual mount going up front, which we're gonna do that here soon, and that'll be a separate video. So be on the lookout for that. But for those of you in the market with the Bass Cat, here it is, the new Boatlogix console mount for dual mount. So solid mount, not moving, not going nowhere. I mean, I'm yanking on it, it ain't going nowhere. So but there you have it. I'll let you guys know how I like it. If you like it, comment, give me a thumbs up, let me know if there's any questions. I will try to answer them. And like I said, Boatlogix, everything's custom made. You tell them what units you have, what brand you have, what size you have, and they will put a mount together for you. So but as you can see, wires come out there, super clean. It just looks really good. So like I said, about an hour and a half install time for two people. My dad helped me. He is the master at this stuff. So but yeah, that's the mount. It's the finished product. When I get the other one on there, we will show you the other unit. Probably won't be in this video because I don't know how long I'm gonna have to wait for it, but hopefully I'll be getting it soon. But that's what we got.